Hello everybody, today I want to show you how to make a transfer from Geomagic Design X to SolidWorks, for example, in another CAD system with Future 3, with all sketches and futures in from Geomagic Design, transfer it in SolidWorks. Sorry. Some problem with panel. Yeah, everything fine now. For example, now I have parts which I convert from STL. I convert it in solid body futures. We can watch deviation in this system for this part. This part also optimize it by dimensions for different manufacturing elements like fillets, hollow shell of this part also must be optimized. Now you can watch deviation in this part. This yellow zone, I think it's bad geometry of STL. Now you can watch comparison with mesh, STL mesh. Everything fine, very good conversion. Let's make woven's tolerance larger. Plus minus 0.3. This element I think have a high deviation because shell in this model have another thickness there in this part. I think it's not critical for our part, and if you watch in these places have some bad sectors, it's wrongs, mistakes in CAD model which imported in STL by previous designer. And now let's transfer this housing in SolidWorks. Press File, next Transfer, SolidWorks. You can choose version. System, I use SolidWorks 2012. Next, you can choose options from start from first future, assume from selected future, only selected entries. Let's start from first future and press OK. And go in SolidWorks. Now you can see model is interactivity rebuilded in my system. I do not touch any buttons on my pad, on mouse. It's rebuilded automatically in SolidWorks. Now I see system has error. It tell me about error. Not understand what happened. Let's make it again. Resume from selected future. Let's resume it. Do not want to rebuild. Let's skip this element and start from this cutting future. Also tell about problem. Next. Try next future. Yes, it build a sketch. Yes, I understand problem. It can build cutting element, extrude cut. We will only build sketches for these elements. And resumming in Geomagic Design for SolidWorks transfer. Next. Next. Oh, everything fine now. All futures were built well. And system tell about success export. Now let's hide some elements there. We see unfinished process. Yes, I understand what's happened. System cannot make an extrude because I think this sketch is not fully closed. I try to select contours, yeah, and extrude it to next surface. Sorry, up to surface. Yeah. Also, we can do it similar operation with next sketch and extrude it. Extrude cut to next surface. And with this, this and choice up to surface. Cut. Yeah. If you see, model fully built in SolidWorks sketch, all operations, it's very comfortable for use. You do not need use different system like switching between Geomagic Design and SolidWorks, watching dimensions which you made in Geomagic Design. It's very comfortable for exporting in another system like SolidWorks, Unigraphics, Creo Parametric, Pro Engineer, AutoCAD Inventor, Solid Edge, CATIA. Very good. Also, you can export this, you can change any dimensions there. If you're not fully have a fully parametric model, you can change any dimensions there. Optimize for SolidWorks. For example, I was built this part before we switching between SolidWorks and Geomagic Design, and I spent on this process approximately 2 hours. yeah, I spent 2 hours on switching this operation, but this function is very comfortable. And like one uh, advice, yeah, maybe. You must build this model correctly with dimensions, for example. Do not fix sketches. Do not use fixing operation like this fixing. Use dimension for fully parameterization of your model. And then in SolidWorks you will have a parametric model for next approximation changes which you wanna make in this model. Also, I can show you similar process with another model. More simply, yes, like this, for example. Also, we can watch deviations there. It's more simple part without hard, difficult surfaces, certain bodies. More simple, and conversion for this model will be more easy for me. And let's transfer it in SolidWorks 2012 from start. Let's go. Good. Successful export without any faults on the way of export. Very good. Let's choose another part which I have. It's more complex here. Yeah, this part, more complex part with different extrudes, hard, solids. It's not hard for me, but I don't think like for you. Some hours of job. Yeah, you see deviations there. Let's make larger tolerance, plus minus 0.2 millimeters, and you see it. Let's make tolerance larger. Good deviation is plus minus 0.3 millimeters for this model. This element is not necessary for this model. This also red zones is not necessary. Very good, and let's try to transfer it in SolidWorks. Yes, from start. Let's go. Let's go in SolidWorks. Yeah. I can rotate my model during the process of simulation. I have a good computer now and I can do that, which I can do it previously when I have more like said more worstly computer. resume from selected features. It's not. It's difficult for cut for the system. Let's I make it in SolidWorks directly. I use for selected bodies. Yeah. For this body, and through all. Yeah, ready. I made this operation directly in SolidWorks because it's not understand by system, which this operation is not understandable for SolidWorks during the transfer from Geomagic Design. And let's start from next operation. Go. Also some difficulties happens. Let's try to build it directly, or try again. Yeah, see, resume transfer, modify feature. Need to modify it in SolidWorks directly. Yeah. Up to surface. Next. And I think not merge results. Yeah, let's check it in Geomagic Design. Yes, without merging. Roll forward. From why it's not working? Don't understand. Yeah, from this feature, from fillet, need to be select feature which you want. Start to continue. Resume to continue. Oh, another field. Mirror operation, I think. Yeah, it's split. Difficult for mirror it. Let's try to transfer again. Yeah, difficult for mirror operation in from Geomagic Design to SolidWorks. Let's make it directly. Choice bodies. Yeah. Let's watch what we have next. Skip this operation mirror and try to merge it together in Boolean operation. Oh, there it's fine. It's merged together, combine it. Next, fillet. Fillet cannot do fillet. Why? Let's skip it. I will skip this operation to fillet 17. Now let's try from this fillet. Chamfer. Difficult for building a chamfer. Skip it. Next, skip. Start from sketch. You can refine it directly in SolidWorks. All this operation which cannot transfer it in system from system to system, you can fix it directly. Mm, I think there's enough for showing you these operations like transfer. Then you can understand more when you work yourself with similar software like Geomagic Design. Very easy for me, but I don't know how for you. And this is a correct way of using software. This shown is correct way of conversion. Somebody using auto surfacing like this operation auto surfacing when you have a not converted model, for example, you have only mesh, and somebody only press auto surfacing, press next, and then press OK, and this model built fully built by like many surfaces, many knitting surfaces. It's not correct correct way of working with system for conversion of STL geometry. This is a correct way by approximation by simple or difficult solid bodies or surfaces. But auto surfacing, yes, if you see auto surfacing there, I think it's faster, but it's not good. It's not showing your skills. It's only for beginners, maybe. If you want a good product, you should make it correctly, without using simple ways. Simple ways for stupid, I think. I find some who make this job in auto surfacing. It's not correct, and I want to show you all the world that should use a correct way for fixing any problems in STL geometry. Uh, Now you can watch one information window. One or more surface patches could not be fitted. In auto surfacing, it's one of the problem. When you try to convert it, some surfaces cannot be fitted, and you receive a failure geometry. Did you see? Yeah, this auto surfacing, bad way of STL geometry reconstruction or conversion. Should be lower number of surfaces for this file approximation. Yes, it's very accuracy, very precise way of conversion, but need additional optimizing. I think it's cool. Not this model, this transfer, this operation, transfer in SolidWorks, cool operation. And I will use it next time in my job. Thank you for watching, subscribe my channel,